Hey yo, it is I, the Great Taco, and this is another mock review. And this is a Redux on Skakta. So, yeah, we got Skakta here. I revamped him. It's been years I've had him with that Metro build. I wonder if I still have the torso in here, actually. I'm not digging for that now. But yeah. I opted to make him different because the Metro build was good. It was wearing on me and it looked kind of bad, so we have this now. So, actually, I'm going to throw this as a weapon. I'm not going to remove it from his hand because you kind of need the hands to get it. I don't even know what to call it, but it looks cool. It's got this little like red blade here that came on one of the Agori, in this color specifically, and then it has, I put flames on it because that's kind of his whole motif at this point. Then the neon orange chain because, you know, that's his whole thing now, and he just holds it in his other hand. So, yeah. And you just kind of swing around, being a general nuisance to everybody. And it only attaches at the one hand. The other hand it just kind of rests, so we can kind of just, like, spin. I quite like this build, even though there's not much to it. I quite like it. Also, there's a flame in the middle that you couldn't really see because, yeah, it was in the hand. Now on to the actual mock itself, his build. It is quite an interesting one. So starting with the legs, I actually, funny enough, I didn't even intentionally do this, but he's using basically a Paraka leg build. Uses the Visorak limb in red, Paraka leg in black, and Paraka foot in black. That's at its core, but I am using the Paraka armor in off, and I don't, is it very light gray? I don't even know, it's just something really off-white. Then I put spikes in the back of it to kind of flesh it out a little more. And then I put on the thigh, on the shins, I used this like 20 with a CCBS like armor, like lift or ball joint lift arm thing. If I think I will attach it, that would be fantastic. My apologies. Here we go. Okay, slipping. There we go. Put that on there. That I used this printed armor piece from the Ordeal of Firewave. I believe it came on Firelord, but it kind of is. I put that on wrong. No, I didn't. We're good. It kind of just fits in with this whole aesthetic of his feet are in like lower legs are like smoldering, and the further up you get, it's more like more ablaze. I would like to do the same thing on his arms, but like don't have those in black. At least not right now. I don't. Maybe I do. Maybe they're being used. I don't really know. I don't really care. It looks good the way he is. Now, something I noticed you kind of messing with was the fact that he does have a posable waist. I am very proud of this, because that actually means I can articulate and make him look cool, because that's the whole point of this mock, was to look kind of cool. So I used my basic pelvis design that I've used on almost every single mock that I have. It just kind of works really, really well. Then the torso is a little more interesting. So we got the Paraka torso, some bits on the back, and I modified that kind of, or not really modified, but I put on the Glatorian neck in here, as far as it would go, then put this lift arm here, the pin, or 3/4 pin, whatever you want to call it. Put the armor on, this Metro armor on it, and out the back, this is what's keeping it from like flopping around like crazy, is this whole assembly back here, which also happens to hold his spine in place. So actually move that out of the way for you, you can get a better look at it. And this is also where I put these little spikes here, add some detail. So yeah, overall, not a super complex or elaborate build, but I think it gets the job done well enough. So yeah, I'm quite proud of that. And the arms are actually exactly the same as before. I didn't really feel the need to change them. So you just got these Metru limb pieces in dark red, with the Vaki legs in dark red, and the same old hands that everyone uses. Spine attached to the, you know, very basic. The correct amount of flame and hellfire, because that's what he does at this point. And the head is just Thok, because, I mean, can't really go wrong with Thok. Since the last video, his eyes have actually died, so, or not. They do still work. Last time I used them, they didn't work. Well, look at that, they still go. What a miracle. And then, of course, he has the fire at the back of his head. He used to have a hat, like a Santa hat, but he has since deviated from that original purpose of being Santa Skakta, and now he's just this, whatever he is now. And overall, just aesthetically, he's one of my favorite locks. This is such a goofy character. So, yeah. Honestly, I don't really have much else to go over with him. He has your basic points of articulation in the arms and legs and stuff like that. Head can't really move that much because of the hellfire out the back and the spine, but, you know, he's still cool. I like him. That's about it. Ciao.